Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Educational Gamer and we are playing Strategic Command as the Western Allies in this turn. So let's see whether we can do any impression on Norway up over here. So we've been a little bit, just the tiniest bit stuck in our approach to Oslo, which has been going a little bit more slowly than expected, but I do think our special forces over here we'll be able to deal some damage against the German garrison over there, so that's very nice to see. But yeah, really, I think what I need to do then is pull up this core over here, even though the supply situation over there seems to be a little bit tenuous, so it's only going to be a 3 next turn, but might be worthwhile to do some damage to them this time around. Can you actually advance towards over here if I pull back these Royal Marines? Because that would be rather nice. I think your supply is lacking as well. And although, why is it? You should have a 4. Alright. Anyway, let's pull up our headquarter unit towards over here. Should be nice. There is snow and all of that, so there's no potential for any of our carriers to operate any of our strike craft, so that is unfortunate, but that's simply the way it has to be, I think. Reports, there are no... well, there are two German anti-Italian fleets, so we do know that they are in the Mediterranean though, so let's switch over to that theater, starting with the West African, well, Libya basically. So yeah, we are facing off against the artillery brigade over here, which shouldn't really be an issue, I think. How can you be defending yourself? I hate that. Okay, so you did that. Let's push up these corps to army, I think it is, to deal some more damage. More tanks. There we go, pushing them back. Very good sign. You could be reinforced, but I think it makes the most sense to actually push up these tanks. And then this corps can finish off the army, the Germans, the German defensive artillery, I mean to say. Not quite, so let's do it like this. That's very good. So we do get a morale bonus over here. That's good to see. I'm gonna push up O'Connor, and I do think that... yeah, so the 10th Army over here... yeah, you need to be reinforced actually before we send you out. And this headquarter can move back a little bit. These tactical bombers can be reinforced. These tactical bombers do need to think about attacking some Italians now. So how's the supply situation? Just worse as we get further towards the west over there, yeah? Yeah, more or less. So that is a bit unfortunate. So we might want to reinforce our carrier aircraft over here, but it would only be by a single point, so that might not actually be that worthwhile. So let's scout out a little instead. We could do some strikes over there, but it wouldn't be that worthwhile. So let's instead take the 2nd Army and advance on Tunis over here. Trying to deal some damage over there, trying to establish a way into Tunis, the capital. Taking more damage than expected over here. American tanks, of course, can attack twice. And irrespective of taking some damage, we are able to capture the town. And that is very, very good for us, of course. And these mechanized forces can simply drive down here. Get into enemy contact. Deal some damage towards Rommel. Surprisingly enough, receive some damage as well. And our bombers cannot quite reach over there, so that is a little bit of a pity. But all in all, fine, I think. Let's bring our battleship over here into contact with these Germans. Heavy cruisers wouldn't necessarily benefit from that, so not that much to do. Let's bring the carrier in towards the island of Gibraltar. I think we can simply try to reduce the readiness of Tripoli a little bit by bombing them. And of course we lose some aircraft. Okay, so let's scout out the Italian coast over here. I'm thinking of potentially landing in Genoa instead of maybe some of the other locations that nevertheless are, of course, there's the German submarine. It's not in Rome anymore, which is interesting, and I do think we should see a submarine over here. No, we do not. Okay, so all in all, it seems most of these places are actually not occupied by any enemy forces, so that is certainly very encouraging to see. Let's amass our transports somewhere over here in the open ocean, and I think that's going to be alright. So all of these T-type transports are going to be over there. That means these marines, you could be upgraded, but I don't think these are critical upgrades, no, just AA defenses. So let's make sure you guys are put onto a long-range amphibious transport. Move out of that harbour over here, and that should be alright. Bradley over here. I would ideally like to get you into a harbour as well. And on the other hand, these paratroopers, you have a long-range aircraft upgrade, which isn't bad. But I do think we want to bring you over here into Libya, 101st Airborne. And then Bradley, you as well can be put into transports next turn. Everyone else over here seems to be fine. Don't think there's much else that we can do in terms of reinforcing. In terms of upgrades, maybe some of these aircraft, maybe. Yeah, just these marine bombers. No, these are medium bombers, but they could be reinforced to medium standards. Sorry, to the naval standards basically on that. So that's not quite what I have in mind for any of these types of aircraft. On the other hand, that does mean we should potentially bring you up a little bit towards the likely battlegrounds. Why can I not bring you over here? You have literally zero supply? Oh well. Yeah, so just getting everyone over there, and that I do believe is fine. Some of these Brits are still attacking down there, that's okay too. These desert fighters. And we do have the Indians over here, which I appreciate, that's what I want to have. Indian tanks from India, okay, yep. You actually, are you fine over there? Actually, I don't think so. I think you need to be reinforced. Bring the other carrier towards Malta. How can we be losing so much? Their readiness should be dropping, not ours. Okay, yeah, let's bring in the Indian tanks towards Africa. So yeah, all of these guys are Indians. That is good to see. So they are coming into play a little bit more aggressively. Gonna be maybe invading into Greece, but we're gonna have to see about the precise details of that. Yeah, and then these fighters. I guess what we should do is we're gonna operate you, and it's gonna be expensive, but we are gonna pull you over towards the UK itself. And that means that we can take the artillery, we're gonna ship it out next turn, and that should be okay too. Everyone else over here, no one can be truly reinforced or anything, so yeah, that is kind of to be expected. Our destroyer screen is holding out against any potential attack, so but nevertheless let's withdraw them a little bit towards the back over there, so that we are making sure that all of our transports are guarded, and I think that's alright. Good. I don't think you can be transported or put into any sort of... No, you cannot, so... Sort of as expected though, so yeah, fine. very, very good. Ooh. German paratroopers down here in Italy. Didn't expect them to be over here, to be honest. Still, that's alright. Good. Okay, so that does about deal with that area. We do have another aircraft carrier from the Americans coming into play, and some more transports, which we'll be moving as fast as possible towards the theater that we are most interested in. And then we do have some engineers and some heavy artillery. It could be upgraded, but honestly I think it's more important to get you into transports. Whoops, that was a little bit too quick in zooming out. And you likewise need to be transported. Yes, please. And for the Americans that should really be easy because we have so many capabilities of doing that. So that's fine. Let's take a look on the Southeast Asian front. Let's start out over here on the Gilbert Islands, where we are somewhat trying to strike these Japanese bombers so that we can get a place to land our troops on. Come on, I thought you'd be able to attack. Okay, let's bring in another battleship. Ah! God damn it! You need to be reinforced actually. Although let's bring it towards Pearl Harbor. That should be fine. And then the Enterprise, you could be upgraded as well. At least your air group could. Your morale is pretty low actually. Still, your naval tactical, I appreciate that. So let's bring it down here and support this attack. Shattered group, that's very nice to see. Good national morale boost. Losing some of our air group, but that's fine. Landing our special forces and being immediately at a disadvantage. Oh, I also forgot to upgrade the carrier itself to reinforce it. That's a little bit awkward. Okay, your supply is really low though, so let's attack. Okay, that's fine. We will need to be a little bit more cautious over there. Our Marines down here also need to be a little bit more reinforced. Our guys in... Okay, let's pull you back. Second call from Australia. Yeah, no truly any there's no chance that we could bring any of our troops over there, so I think that's has to be fine. Well, we could land more of our forces over here, but would that really be worth it? Let's put you into long-range transports, and then we can see next time. Light cruisers, let's bring it up over here. I think that's alright. And then we do have these UK based carriers. Let's try to attack the medium bombers over there. Ooh, -3, that's a very nice result. Another -3. Good stuff. Come on. Yeah, shattered. Lovely. Go further over here. And just pro forma, I think we can attack these Japanese. Oh, not actually pro forma. Did manage to do some damage over there, so happy about that. Should also blockade this harbor. Definitely blockade that harbor. And over here as well, so just trying to box the Japanese in over here. In Java, we can continue to attack the headquarter unit over here. So let's do exactly that. Okay result. Yeah, but it really needs to happen a little bit more over there. And likewise on these Marines. We do need to be a little bit more aggressive, I think. This artillery does have some shells, so let's attack them. I mean, their morale is pretty low, but... Do have some bombers over here. We do have the South Africans who could help us out. What are you? Human, you are an amphibious transport. Okay, so let's bring you over towards Kuching. That's offering landing casualties, but we are able to liberate them, so I'm happy about that. We have some American fighters down here. We do have some tactical bombers from India. And yeah, I think it makes sense to deploy them down here so that we can support our forces over there. Bring more forces into India. Let's... God damn it, I would like to transport you. Can I at least reinforce you? Yes, I can. That's nice. You should also get over here. Special forces from India. It really needs to speed up its ability to transport units though. And then our Chinese forces can simply advance into more or less enemy terrain over there. Yeah, but I think we should be able to capture that area soon enough. Ah well, I should have captured these guys over there. Okay, let's think about... Okay, there is a core down there. First medium bombers from China could advance on it. That would cut off the... These are actually surprisingly good and valuable fields, so I think it does make some sense to look at that. 15 MPP, so yeah, that would be great to capture. YOLO is enemy occupied, but not by much. We have a couple of fighters over here. But most importantly, our special forces from China should really get into a port. We don't have that many capabilities to transport as the Japanese. But I do think we are going to be alright over here. Still, let's make sure to reinforce whoever can be reinforced. Why can you not be reinforced? I wonder. Okay, that should be it though. And we do have some new units in Indochina. So let's deploy them close to Pyongyang. And in Monte Carlo. Let's deploy them where they potentially would be deployed, I'm guessing at least. Seems to be fine to me. Yeah, this is a little bit more full flavor. Right. Good, so with that being said, I think we dealt with most of the theaters. Down here we do have a lot of troops actually from the Americans. I think there should also be another Marine division somewhere, shouldn't there? Also a battleship, the Maryland, that has been apparently extremely badly shot up. Can I actually... I mean, I can reinforce you here for now. Because I can't reinforce beyond 10 anyway. And we do have these Marines, yeah, exactly. So, where do we want to bring you? Let's scout out over here, briefly. Okay, so there are some special forces over there. So we can't quite land there, I believe. Over here, though, on Saipan. No enemy forces as of now, so let's land over here, advance into the harbor, capture that area, and that should be pretty decent. Can advance into here, blockade that port as well, so that these guys should be receiving a little bit less supply. And then I guess the Lexington can move into the port itself and start to bomb these Japanese forces. And that's alright. Good. The other battleships... Well... Let's take a look at Guam. Yeah, strong presence over there. the Wasp. I'm still guessing that this will be a very hard fought fight down there, and we do need our Marines pretty much concentrated. Likewise over here. Okay, so let's bring in towards this area so we can conduct some support over there. You're still blockading that port, which is okay, and yeah, more or less everyone else should be fine. I don't see any reason why anyone shouldn't be. So what I want to do then is take a look at maybe some of these garrisons, including this one, which I think can be transported, and that is something that I want to do because I want to bring you towards the UK so that you can support the invasion in some fashion. Good. That does leave us with a couple of points, especially as the US, which did just finish some research, including industrial technology, which we'll need to de-invest because we have invested as much into that as possible. Everything else, amphibious warfare important, anti-submarine warfare not that important, long-range aircraft yes please, heavy bombers Do we really need advanced anti-tank weapons or advanced subs? I don't believe so. So you know what, let's just go into amphibious warfare over here so that we can get that a little bit quicker. That does leave still the ability to invest 300 points, which is quite substantial. Better anti-aircraft defenses. Yeah, honestly I don't think that's really required. So what I want to do then, as the US is purchase actually another couple of headquarters as well, Eisenhower I do think is a very good choice. Mobility is quite expensive for you, so I don't think we need that. And let's also go for Patton. And that I think is a good investment. How much else do we have? A little bit. So anything specific that we need though? Let's wait a little and maybe turn these into upgrades and all of that, so that I think should be okay. Research for the UK though, well, we do have a lot of things that the UK really needs though. Most importantly maybe amphibious warfare. On the other hand, logistics as well is very crucial. Armored warfare, yes. I mean, all of these things are really important for the UK. Mostly actually infantry weapons. That we definitely need before we land on the continent. Yeah, for now we should be fine though. And everyone else, I mean just the Chinese have maybe the ability to build up some things. Yeah, not really though. Maybe another headquarter. Tanks actually. Let's purchase some tanks. And a headquarter. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So, good fleet for now. We have some troops, some of our special forces in landing craft, but not too many. I think just one actually. But we will be landing, we will be loading these armies up, and then we'll try to advance towards Genoa and capture that area, put on the beaches a lot of our troops quickly via that port, and hope that that's going to be alright. Also, I think what I want to do then is check one last thing on the paratroopers. Your operational range is 7, so let's quickly turn that on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not quite towards Syracuse, right? But close to it. So let's actually set mode prepare over here. So you will be able to land in Sicily next turn, should you want to. Good. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.